What's up, everybody? My name's Trey, and welcome back to another video. And we are officially 7 weeks in for my ACL reconstructive surgery journey, lifestyle, I don't know, whatever you want to consider this, the traumatic experience that I'm currently going through. And I have some updates when it comes to this week because it was a doozy, and I had minor setbacks along the way. So make sure I get into the video. But if you are somebody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And leave a comment in the comment section down below. How are you feeling today? Your joints feeling good? Is your ACL good? Have you stretched? Have you drank your water? Because if you haven't, I highly recommend you go do that so you don't end up like, well, me, because this is not fun. It's not fun at all. But week 7 is finally in the books. The week started off pretty good. I felt like I was gaining more and more momentum to be able to try plyometrics, or at least that's why my physical therapist recommended to me, is that week 7 was going to be the week in which I was going to be doing plyometrics. And for some reason, I woke up and my knee was twice the size of my right knee. I'm trying not to say good or bad because I guess neither of my knees are good nor bad. One just happens to be on the left side and one is on the right side. So my left knee, the one I had surgery on, was about 2 times the size of my right knee. And I don't know why. I've been eating relatively clean. I've been drinking my water. I've been taking my vitamins. I've been doing my exercises. And I don't know. It was a very uncomfortable feeling. I feel like for about 3 days it was swollen, and all of the progress that I made up until that point is basically evaporated. I was able to work out at the gym. I was able to do quarter squats. I was able to do hamstring curls. I was able to do RDLs. And I was like, I'm finally getting back into the groove of just like working out, super lightweight, like nothing impressive. Trust me. I post a video of my actual workout. It's not exciting, but for me, I was just really happy to have my movement back and just feel kind of back to normal. Not having to have a knee brace on or crutches or really worrying about using my leg on a daily day basis. Like normally when I get out of bed, the first thing I think about is, okay, I need to make sure that I really flex my quad in order to get out of bed, or else my leg's just not going to move the way that I want it to. And I haven't had to do that, or at least I didn't have to do that up until my knee became extremely swollen for whatever reason. So my physical therapist was pretty concerned. He thought I might actually have an infection in my knee. So that was fun. He was like, basically, if your knee does not come down in the next 2 to 3 days when it comes to just swelling, just make sure you're icing it. You were doing red light therapy on my knee. We're doing some other physical therapy things just to make sure that my knee is still like has range of motion. But he told me to completely stop working out with weights and things of that nature. Make sure that I'm stretching, I'm sleeping, I'm staying off my leg, and it should go down. If it doesn't, he said that is a much bigger problem, and I'm definitely going to have to go back and see my surgeon. So thankfully, it lasted about 3 days. 3 days it lasted. I woke up one day and I was like, wow, my knee is no longer swollen. So I really don't know what caused it. I don't remember eating anything like any type of fast food or any type of food that normally just upset my stomach. Like if I eat a ton of red meat, and I'm talking about if I eat red meat 5 times a day, that next day I'll wake up and my joints will be very swollen, maybe because just all of the red meat and just absorbing salt and water retention and stuff like that. So I didn't do anything in which I know would have hurt me for my leg to do this. But both of my physical therapists, so my in-person one and my online physical therapist, both said this happens sometimes. They have both worked with clients that every now and then their knees just balloon up, and it's just something you kind of have to deal with now that I have a new ACL. So that was actually terrifying. I was really, really concerned that I had an infection. I was going to have like a second surgery or something like that. And I just did not have the mental capacity to deal with that at this point in time. So I unfortunately went through a little bit of self sabotage. I know, not great, right? I ended up staying up for like 48, 36, 48 hours. 72 hours, like 3 days. I stayed up for like 3 days straight because my whole thought process was during the day, I need to build out my sports podcast. I need to post on social media. I need to schedule out posts. I need to get ready to go back to work because I go back to work next week. And I'm really not looking forward to that because I'm going to be on my feet all day. But I am excited to kind of get back and start making money again because sitting at home for these last 7 weeks has just been so boring. So, yeah, but I've been nervous that I haven't had a chance to get everything done that I've wanted to get done before I go back to work. Because initially, I planned on going back about the 12-week mark. So it would have more than enough time to make sure I can walk without a limp, to make sure that, I feel comfortable with my leg. However, my job was like, we need you here sooner. It's about to be holiday season. Some people got laid off, other people quit, and they're like, we are short staffed. We need your help. We need you to come back. Are you ready? And I was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and get back to work and get back on a schedule. But because of that, I was like, since I only really have a week left, I need to cram in all the fun, exciting things that I've wanted to do before I go back to work in these 3 days. So basically, I just stayed up for 3 days, editing content, posting content, watching anime, watching sports, doing sports podcasts. And that really took a toll on my body, to be honest with you. I knew it was going to, but I just don't think I knew the extent of which staying up for that amount of time was going to cause me, I guess. I've definitely pulled all nighters before. If you've ever been in school at any level, middle school, high school, college, you've pulled an all nighter before studying for tests, doing projects. So I've definitely pulled all nighters before. I mean, man, if a new video game comes out and I'm really excited about it, I might play it for 24 hours and it only feels like 3. I might forget to eat, might forget to drink, I might forget to go use the bathroom. Like, I'll be locked in. And because of that, my body was not excited. And mind you, this is after I my leg was swollen for those 3 days. So legs were swollen for those 3 days. I was super scared, super nervous. Like, man, I'm gonna have to have surgery. They're gonna have to like amputate my leg. I got an infection in it. This is like the worst thing humanly possible. And then once the swelling kind of came down on that third day, and I sent pictures to my physical therapist, and they're like, "Oh, it looks like everything's good in terms of your swelling. We're gonna look at some of your movements, make sure we can move your patella around, move your kneecap. Does this hurt? Does that hurt?" Like, no, it doesn't feel good, but it doesn't hurt to the capacity in which I'm like, I can't do some of the exercises, or where I think that something is severely wrong with my leg. Now, I'm still going to get it checked out this week. I have an appointment with my ortho surgeon just to make sure everything's good, but I think everything's fine. Now, because I was scared and I was like, let me cram in 3 days of not sleeping, I've been hurting so much. Like, I just can't focus on anything. I haven't had an appetite. I just haven't wanted to do anything. And it's really taken a toll on, really, I guess, just my body and my level of excitement to do my physical therapy. First day wasn't too bad. I was like, man, I stayed up all day, watched a whole bunch of anime, watched some sports, did my sports podcast. I'm feeling good. These workouts, easy money. Next day, I was like, man, I haven't slept for 2 days. Let me power through this workout. Day 3, I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm so tired. I need to get some sleep. And I missed my workout. So I did miss a workout because I was too excited to live my life and watch some TV, I guess. I don't really know, but that was a bummer, and I probably shouldn't have done that. And looking back on it, I probably won't do that again, to be honest with you. But that's kind of my major update for this week. I went from feeling on top of the world, where I'm like, we finally have turned a corner. All these exercises are beginning to look like an actual workout and not just physical therapy. So I'm not just, oh, Trey, can you lift up your leg? Can you move your hamstring? Like, no, there's, ow, I almost caught a cramp. There's more involved in that, where we're doing leg press, hamstring curls, we're doing squats, we're doing a ton of fun stuff. It's my dad. But I think it's good enough. We don't have to have any more surgeries because my knee is not infected, which is good. But I'm worried that this is going to happen more frequently. I don't know if it was the exercises that I was doing at physical therapy, like maybe doing the hack squats and the leg press are the reasons why my leg balloon like this. And if that is the case, that's going to be a very big bummer because that means I basically can't do those exercises for the foreseeable future because I don't want to have to go back and have to have surgery on my knee again. because I don't have the mental capacity to make it through that, if I'm being completely honest with you. So overall, I would say it was a pretty terrible week. My week was awful, actually. I felt like death. I've really hated everything about this week. Um, I haven't wanted to do it. I just wanted to give up on life, pretty much, to be honest with you. But hopefully, it'll start turning around. I mean, obviously, I do have to go back to work, which means my sadness is going to increase dramatically, because I'm working 50, 60 hours a week at work. Got to make this content. Got to make sure I go to physical therapy. Make sure I work out to get in shape. I also can't eat what I want because I have to make sure that I'm eating healthy and not gaining weight. So really, life sucks. It's not great. But I'm making this video that hopefully in 2 weeks, when life also sucks, I can watch this video and be like, man, life doesn't suck as much as it used to. So there's that. Or if I have to have surgery, this is basically me telling you that I'm over it and I'm disappearing and you'll never see me again. So either way, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you are following along with the process. Hopefully you're not somebody who has to go through ACL reconstructive surgery. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. This absolutely sucks. And I don't really know how you're getting through it, to be honest with you. But it kind of, regardless of if I want to live or not, for some reason, days just keep on going by. So there's that. But if you are somebody new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And leave a comment in the comment section down below of how you feel my ACL reconstructive surgery recovery is going. Am I on track? Am I not on track? Because most of the people that I watch are also crying in their videos. They're really sad. They're depressed. They hate life. So I'm like, well, you know what? It seems like I'm right on track. So maybe I'll get better sooner than expected. But just like that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.